Hi, my name is Hannah Kim, and I read To Timbuktu, 9 Countries, 2 People, 1 True Story, written by Casey Skeetska and art by Stephen Weinberg. The book was published on March 1st, 2011, and there are 491 pages. Genre is travel and nonfiction. The main characters are Casey and Stephen, but Casey is telling their story, while Stephen draws the pictures in the book. As you read, you learn about their journey traveling to 9 countries and teaching English to students of the foreign countries. Casey has a free-spirited spark to her. She is determined, creative inside and outside the classroom. Stephen, on the other hand, seems a lot more chill but still outgoing to try new things. Both characters trying to figure themselves out together after first finishing college and also trying to adapt and learn each culture of all the countries. Each sharing the same goals: 1, get out of the country; 2, pursue each other's interest; and 3, be together. So, I would rate this book a 3 out of 5 because the book, out of 491 pages, and each learning about each country, it kind of gets repetitive as a and then this happened and then. But besides that, it's really interesting to learn about how they adapt to the teaching environments of each country and how much you learn about each culture. So, for example, page 52, we're thinking that the best way to make even the most insane mundane unit seem interesting is to teach it in a way that none of the students' other classes are taught. That is to say, with games, with jumping and screaming, with skits and music and art. So much of school here is focused on memorization and rote learning, essentially sitting quietly and watching the teacher talk for 40 minutes straight, something Stephen and I have zero interest in doing. So the first time we meet each of our 36 classes at junior high, all of our students seem a little confused. Okay, maybe even horrified, but just how far we have thrown the usual lesson plan out the window. But by the end of those first classes, it's easy to see that soon enough our problem is not going to be how to engage them, but how to rein them back in and quiet them down. These kids are ready to rock out, so I guess it's not a huge surprise that when they give themselves English names, a class list includes Chapter, Zero, Super Teeth Dad, Michael Jordan, Jen, Boss, Nastia, Sniper, Elvis, Mummy Vista, Everybody, Satan, Name, Old Ben, and Henry VIII. It is really hard not to laugh when you call on Dad. To wrap up the lion lesson, we hand out some homemade cartoons and tell everyone that their first homework assignment is to write a caption for the one they're given. 2 weeks later, since we only see each class once every other week, we're back and ask everyone to hand them in. Plenty of kids have forgotten or misunderstood and colored them in. Of the ones who got the assignment, some have written rather straightforward captions. So here are the pictures of the book, and this passage was to explain this passage. It was Casey and Stephen teaching their first Chinese class and trying to teach the children English. And another example of the book, how you'll be learning about each of the 9 countries in a unique way and learning cultures, and just an introduction to one of the countries is meet Laos. And I like how the author, she puts it in a way where there's a brief introduction to each of the countries. Like, here's one, and then here is another one. Let me go back to meet Vietnam. It goes just like this. I like that. It just gives you a brief introduction. And then as you read on, it just tells you a little bit more about their journey in that one country. So meet Laos. Casey, welcome to the show, Laos. It's great to meet you. Laos, thank you for having me. It's about time. All my neighbors are always hogging the spotlight on these kind of shows. Casey, I suppose it is rather difficult to be tucked in between so many countries like Thailand and China, Vietnam, Cambodia. And Laos, and Myanmar or Burma, whatever they call themselves nowadays. What a news hog. Well, okay, let's not talk about them then. Let's talk about you. First off, how on earth do you pronounce your name? Leo, not S. The French added the S when they stormed through back in the day, and just can't seem to shake it, which is so dumb because on S at the end of French words is silent anyway. Get with it, people. Leo! Duly noted, no S. I like to talk about being repeatedly featured in the New York Times travel section. Now that's a paper. They love my little cities and my rivers and my elephants, and they love my cozy and chic hotels that... What about the more rowdy backpacker trail? That's only a small part of my tourism. Really? Word on the street is that it's taking over the field of your smaller towns and dominating the economy. Well, truth be told, it's easy money, like your opium production in days of the past. My agent specifically asked that there be no mention of. Oh, right. Sorry, Leos. Leo, it's Leo. What is wrong with you people? Are you experiencing some kind of communist civil war hangover right now? What is going on? I'm sorry. It's just, I'm such a lovely country, I am. But I got an esoteric language and not a lot of infrastructure. And I'm coming into my own in global economy. And it's going to take more than just a few days to get to know me. Stephen and I only have a few weeks, but we'll do our best to make the most of it. Well, make sure you check out my Mekong River parties. You're what? You'll see. So, as you heard, the book is kind of written in a nice, chill, easygoing, like fun way. And that's my book talk. Thank you.